Hello students, we are going to discuss electric field strength due to a long uniformly charged non-conducting cylinder. For conducting cylinder, the charge resides on outer surface only. For non-conducting cylinder, the charge inside also there. The charge inside the cylinder also there. The charge per unit volume is known as volume charge density rho coulomb per meter cube. Radius of the cylinder is non-conducting cylinder is capital R. First we want field outside the cylinder. Listen. Outside the cylinder means outside at any point. Outside at any point. That means here, small r is greater than capital R. Small r greater than capital R. I want the field at this point. At what distance from axis? Small r distance from axis. Small r distance from axis. So here a Gaussian cylinder is imagined. The Gaussian cylinder. Here field at this point, this point will be same. Here also field is same on Gaussian surface. Field due to this cylinder at this point is E bar this side. E bar. Area vector at this particular point is ds bar. E bar and ds bar same direction. Sir, about this point, sir, at this point E bar is ds bar and ds bar also same direction. Angle between E bar and ds bar 0. Here also 0. On curved surface, every point on curved surface, the angle between E bar and ds bar 0. No problem. And that means here the flux through curved surface is there. What about the flat surface? Flat surface, circular surface. Circular surface about here. E bar this side, sir, no problem. ds bar. E bar and ds bar perpendicular. Flux through this surface 0. Here also E bar and ds bar, every point on flat surface is E bar and ds bar perpendicular to each other. Flux is 0. About this, sir, same 0. Here. Okay. So therefore students, listen, the flux through flat surface is 0. Flat surface 0. Flux through flat surface, this surface. Flux through flat surface is 0. Okay. What about the curved surface? But flux through flat surface, curved surface. The flux through curved surface is, sir, the angle between E bar and ds bar is 0 because both are parallel to each other. Therefore here E bar dot ds bar, which is equal to E ds cos 0. Therefore E bar dot ds bar is equal to E ds. On integration, flux through curved surface, through flat surface, flux 0. That's why flux through curved surface is nothing but flux through entire surface, which is equal to integration E ds. Sir, here this is the E is constant common, integration ds. What is the ds? The curved surface area of this cylinder of radius kept smaller. That's why E into area of the cylinder of radius small r is 2 pi r. Sir, length of this portion is, length of this cylinder is, Gaussian cylinder is L into L. Equation 1, integration E bar dot ds bar. Integration E bar dot ds bar is nothing but flux through curved surface. Flux through flat surface 0. Flux through curved surface is nothing but the flux through entire surface is this much. Curved surface is equal to, flux through curved surface equal to entire surface, because here flux through lot is 0. So therefore here, but according to Gauss theorem, but according to Gauss law, students, integration E bar dot ds bar equal to Q net by epsilon naught. Q net by epsilon naught. But here Q net is nothing but the charge on this surface, this entire surface. Here this one. This surface charge on this one. Charge on this one, the charge inside also there. That's why net charge of that one is equal to sigma rho into volume charge density, rho into volume of that cylinder, length is L. That means here pi capital R square L. Substitute here. Therefore integration E bar dot ds bar equal to rho into pi r square L. This is equation 2. Students, equating equation 1 and 2 from equation 1 and equation 2 we get. So here this is the first equation, this is second equation. Both are equating. We get the relation E into 2 pi r L equal to rho into pi r square L. So in this which is cancel, 2 pi here, pi, please listen, 2 pi is there na, pi cancel, and L cancel. Therefore E is equal to rho r square by here by epsilon naught na. So here by epsilon naught, this is epsilon naught, here equation 2 epsilon naught. So by epsilon naught is there. That's why here 2 epsilon naught r, 2 epsilon naught r. This is the field due to a uniformly charged non-conducting cylinder outside small r greater than capital R. Outside. Therefore, for this case, E is inversely proportional to R. Outside the cylinder. At a distance R from axis. Okay. Suppose here on surface what are? On surface. Please. On surface. Continuation. Students, outside at any point at a distance r, small r greater than capital R, field is equal to rho r square by 2 epsilon naught r. For this case, E is inversely proportional to R. Okay. Right? No problem. Next, on surface of the cylinder. E, this is outside, no problem. On surface of the cylinder, rho capital R square by 2 epsilon naught. Small r becomes what? Capital R here. Capital R. Therefore, ES equal to rho capital R by 2 epsilon naught. Inside at any point, field inside at any point. That means small r less than capital R. Small r is distance of given point from axis. We know that this is the axis. So I want the field here. At what distance here? Small r distance. Draw the Gaussian surface. Draw the Gaussian surface. This is the Gaussian surface. Gaussian cylinder. Gaussian cylinder. Distance of radius of the Gaussian cylinder is smaller. So here small r is less than capital R. We want the field at this point from the axis. From the axis. According to Gauss law, E bar dot ds bar is equal to Q net by epsilon naught. Q net is net charge in a Gaussian surface, enclosed surface, enclosed. That's why here what is the Q net? We know that this is the non-conducting cylinder. Non-conducting cylinder, that's why it has a charge. That's why therefore here Q net is equal to volume charge density, charge per unit volume, into volume of the cylinder. Length of the cylinder take L. Okay, L. Its radius is R. That's why pi R square L. So here this is the charge. Then integration E bar dot ds bar is, here flux at this point is 0. Flux, here sir field direction, E bar this side. Here ds bar also this side. At this point, E bar and ds bar same direction. E bar and ds bar same direction. About this, ds bar. Here E bar. What is the angle? 90. Here also 90 degrees. E bar and ds bar 90 degrees. Okay. Flux here 0. Here 0. Flux through flat surface is 0. Flux through flat surface 0. Flux through flat surface 0. Therefore here flux through flat surface is 0. So flux through only curved surface. On curved surface E bar and ds bar same direction. That's why integration E ds cos 0. Due to this is the only curved surface. Due to flat surface flux 0. Okay, no problem. Sir, here integration E ds. Integration E ds. Therefore here after that E is the constant. Here field is E. Here also E. Here also E. On Gaussian surface field constant. Integration ds. Integration ds. Area of this curved surface is E into 2 pi r into length L. So these two values, this is the equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. These two values substitute here, we get the relation. All of you listen. Sir, E into 2 pi r into L, which is equal to Q net rho into pi r square into L by epsilon naught, which is cancelled here. L cancel, pi cancel, 1 r cancel. E is equal to rho into small r by pi epsilon naught. This is the field due to cylinder, non-conducting cylinder at a distance small r from axis inside the cylinder. Inside the cylinder, which is directly proportional to distance. So here linear increases from on the axis on the axis small r 0. Small r 0 equal to 0. Field on the axis is 0. So field is gradually, linearly increases up to surface. At surface is maximum. After that it is decreases. So we know that this is the field inside at any point of the cylinder, of the non-conducting cylinder. Students, listen, we want to draw the graph between intensity of electric field and distance. Listen carefully. One is inside at any point, rho into small r by 2 epsilon naught. Here, inside field is directly proportional to distance. Directly proportional. So on surface, exactly on surface, rho into capital R by 2 epsilon naught. It is maximum value. Maximum value. Then outside at a distance r. Outside at a distance r, rho into capital R square by 2 pi epsilon naught small r. It is nothing but E outside is inversely proportional to R. This is the intensity of electric field. When a graph drawn between magnitude of intensity of electric field and distance. This is the R chain. So R is equal to 0. R is equal to 0. Field is 0. Inside on the axis. So here surface to center to surface, center to axis to surface is linearly increases. Straight line passing through origin. After that it is the maximum at this point. Then gradually decreases. That's why E is directly proportional to R. Here E is inversely proportional to 1 by R. So here magnitude of field and distance. Sir, field left side, right side is there. Left side also there, no? Left side also same formula. Same formula, here it is the magnitude, the field is like this. Graph is. This is the maximum, after that it is. So here, this is the field. So it is magnitude, left side graph, right side graph. Suppose here, so take, this is the E bar and R. Okay. So field direction due to the cylinder, this is the cylinder, field is here at this point, this side, or on this side. At this point is this side. So here, field at center and the axis is 0, up to surface is gradually increases, linearly increases, after that is decreases. Same graph of this. There is no change. But here, field this side, direction changes. This side is the E bar is positive, this side negative. That's why here the graph is okay. Right. So here linearly, here this is the rectangular hyperbola. This is the graph drawn between E and R, E bar and R. This is the electric field strength due to a long uniformly charged non-conducting cylinder by using Gauss law. Thank you.